tonight.
Happy birthday, dear Dad.
Okay.
Our treasures.
All angles.
Oh, there you go.
They're hungry tonight.
Yes, they're very hungry. Oh, hello. It's on my head.
Right, we're here at the Miners' Heritage mine. We're just going to do a bit of a tour down there, and you can do fossicking here and stuff like that.
So these tours go on the hour, every hour, starting from 9:15. So we're here for the 10:15 tour. It's been most recommended by a lot of people. I think it's like the thing to do when you're here. So it should be interesting.
Yeah, should be good.
My dad's, and he, for some reason, he didn't go higher so he could stand up or even sit. They're called bent wing bats, or to give them their full title, Western brown bent wing bats. I believe. Okay, so this tummy tunnel here.
Look at the. That's fine. Okay, so you can pick your bucket. Which one?
Which is the one with the sapphire in it. Pick that one.
Now, once you pick your bucket, you need to pick a table.
Go and wash it then. Yeah.
We'll get rid of the obvious knot.
I want to find one that big. So.
Okay.
And flip.
Let's see if we can find one on camera. Oh, look at that one.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Oh, they're all quartz. Wow, that's interesting. This is, I thought it was quartz because you know, otherwise it'd be a zircon or something, but it's one of those colourless sapphires, but it's got the rutile in it to make it into a star. So it's very unusual having quite a pale star. I like that. Sapphires, nothing cuttable yet.
So what makes something cuttable? Is it the size of it?
Size, you know, the carats, the clarity,
Okay.
and the colour that determines whether it's a good stone or not. But you know, when you're more likely to find lots of chips of sapphires like this because of the way they came to the surface with the volcanic activity. You know, because there was a lot of sapphires broken in the process. Yellowy green in there, sort of streaks.
So that's our best bit of sapphire.
Yes, that's your best bit.
Cool.
So we're just here out on the deck at the Sapphire Caravan and Cabin Park. It is one of our favourite places that we've stayed so far, hey?
Yeah, like we have picked the best caravan park in the, because there's quite a few around here, both in Rubyvale and Sapphire, and this is, I think, from driving around, the best one.
Yeah,
we've seen. So
we drove past a few today, and doesn't compare. So it's up kind of on a hilltop, and there's beautiful cabins made out of like stone, stacked stone, lots of communal areas including this one, great facilities for cooking and entertaining and hanging out, really lovely surrounds as well.
Yeah, and then you've got the bird feeding and whatnot, and the wallabies that come up, and yeah, it's just really nice. She's got a really nice feel to it.
So from where we are now, It's like being out in the bush. Like, I think that's on their website. It's like a bush retreat that you feel like you're at, not a caravan park. You can't even see lots of vans. They're kind of all poked into different little nooks and areas. Yeah, very quiet and private. And yeah, I'm just looking at a wallaby right now over there feeding. Dan got some footage of it before.
Yeah.
It's just beautiful. So here we are at the Sapphire Reflections art installation. It was commissioned in 2017, so it's only been about 5 years old. And all of the coloured glass fragments have been imprinted with images from actual local sapphires and stones found in the area, which is pretty cool. And it looks really nice when the light reflects in it. So you'll find this just on the corner of the Capricorn Highway, where you could turn off to go to Sapphire or Anakie. And it's also the start of a little treasure trail, which we'll show you.
So we're going to go on a bit of an interactive treasure trail next. Just looking at the map behind, there's 4 different areas that you go to, and they have just interactive areas. It's just all to do with learning about the local area, getting to know a bit of history and whatnot. So yeah, we're just going to go off and just check that out.
Yeah, it's good to do something like this because we wouldn't have gone to Anakie or Willow Vale without this. So it's just a cool little map that you can follow. We've got the map in the car, so it would be fun to get kids involved in this too.
Yeah, they would love it. So yeah, it should be fun.
First stop was that sapphire rainbow glass artwork.
And then yeah, I guess we'll head into Anakie next, down to Willow Gemfields, and then Sapphire and Ruby Vale. So apparently there's an app you can get which you can use to scan things as you go along the trail, but doesn't seem to be working for us for whatever reason.
Following. And so we've gone to that spot. Now we're coming into Anakie to check out some of the interpretive markers and nodes in there, and a railway station. This one, Dan's made it a drive up, like a drive-through audio tour.
Welcome to the Sapphire Gemfields. The greatest strength of this community is its people, an abundance of colourful characters from all walks of life.
Alright, we found the stop here at Sapphire, and this is literally the first one that's had one of these QR codes. The rest of them haven't had one, so we'll just scan that in and it takes you to a video of some local guy just chatting about his life and stuff like that. So yeah, interesting stuff.
Okay, Dan's going to try to get the sword out of the stone. Can you?
Nah.
You're not worthy.
Not worthy at all.
Uh-oh. You've got to find someone else.
Do you want to have a go? I bet you'll get it out.
Okay. Oh, it's like cemented in here.
Yeah, it's not getting anywhere, trust me. Nice try though.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Dan. Happy birthday to you. Hip hip. Hooray! Hooray!
Thank you very much. Yum.
Make a wish. Yay!
Wish is made.
So Dan is not 0 today, it's just the only candle that we could find. It's half of my 440 candles that I didn't even get to use.
And who'd have thought we're right out in Woodland and we could still manage to get vegan cake?
Yes, so in Ruby Vale they had this, and you like cheesecake, and this is cheesecakey.
Yeah. Love cheesecake. I've never had key lime before, but we'll give it a shot. I reckon it'll be nice. Moment of truth. Is it any good? Still very frozen. And cold. It's nice.
Yay!
Happy birthday to me. Awesome. Thank you.
So our last day in Sapphire, we are going full pro fossicking now, because we're just that experienced after sifting some rocks for 20 minutes the other day. So we've unfortunately missed out on a few tag-along tours, but we just rang up the fossicking park, and he said just come down, I can give you some equipment and show you where to go and look. And we've just been there. He was super helpful, showed us how to use some different equipment we'd never heard of before, and drawn a map for us.
We've got our little treasure map. That's pretty cool.
Showing us where to find sapphires. So you need 4-wheel drive, and we're going down to Blue Gem Caravan Park and just going up a little dirt track to a creek bed, and we're going to use some tuning sticks.
Yeah, divining rods.
Divining rods.
They're
yes.
divine for water, but also they divine for sapphire.
Yeah, so we just tested them out and they actually work. And yeah, so here is the dirt track. We hope there's not other people down here. One, because they'll be digging where we want to dig, but two, because they'll be laughing at how we're doing it. So that's the Blue Gem Caravan Park. That's another option we had, but we love our caravan park. Oh.
No, so we've got to go down there then,
Yep.
do we? Okey-dokes. Oh, there is someone else down here.
Yep, okay. At least we know we're in the right spot.
Yeah.
Okay, so where should we go?
Well, we need to find a space where no one has dug before.
Yeah. There's been holes dug here too. Heaps.
I think this has been mined thoroughly in the past. Alright, so Kim's a divining rod expert, so here she goes. You found us our sapphire right there, yeah.
So where they cross, right beneath where they cross at your feet, that's where you're supposed to dig, because there's either water there or sapphires there. And there's a huge big mama sapphire right there.
Alright, we've just got to dig down and find it now.
So I'm going to mark it with that rock. Alright, so we've got 2 dig spots now.
We've got all our equipment here, so the things you get this ironing board so you can put your sieves on there and sieve through whatever you found. You get your pick and a shovel and a bucket of water to wash with. And the divining rods, obviously. So yeah, you get fully set up with all the equipment. It's pretty cool.
And there's like...
Alright, off you go then. Get digging.
This is heavy.
Yeah. You never know, do you?
Well, no. Oh, what's
There's our sapphire. This big one here, look.
Oh, is that the big sapphire?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
We're rich.
That's going to be worth a fortune.
So apparently you have to dig down this much of dirt before you get to any of the stuff which is any good. So got a bit of digging to do. You ready? Because I know what I'm doing.
Hi ho, it's home to what we go.
Why is it that the more I'm digging, the more stuff's
I
just
know.
coming in on top of it?
Up and down at the end.
Nice and clean now.
Yep, I don't think there's
Alright.
much in there.
Let's see if you can flip this without losing any on the floor. Good luck. Oh, good job. Right, where's the sapphire?
I don't think there's anything in here.
They look a lot like stones, don't they?
You put the fine one at the bottom and the thicker one at the top. And then you just pour that in. Is it working?
How's that?
Yep.
Ta-da!
Big rocks, little rocks.
Big sapphires, little sapphires.
Ooh. So when we think that there's no sapphires, and it's really hard to guarantee that you've checked this all properly, even now I keep looking back through things, but then you just have to accept that that's done. You drop it.
Oh no. Get a bit splat. Well done. Hang on, turn right into the sun and so you can see all the mud on your face.
I'm friend flies.
Are we having fun yet?
No, I don't. Oh, I didn't like that part. Oh dear. We've had our first mining injury. And it was me falling down that hole.
Oh jeez.
But the real mining injury I came over to show you was this one.
I've got a paulie, I've taken some skin off my thumb. But I think you skidding down the hole was probably more of an injury.
I can't believe I did that. Okay, many times I've told you I get injured when I GoPro and I'm not watching what I'm doing, and that was an example. Are you going to be okay?
Isn't it?
Oh, shit. Okay, Kim, look at the stairs and let the GoPro show you what's
Yeah, and that...
This is treacherous. This is treacherous work here. Look at that hole I just dug out.
Oh, well done.
By myself with my pick.
To hire all the equipment for the day cost us $30, so we decided we're just going to bring back some buckets full of wash, because at the first place we went to the other day, a bucket of wash was $25 for one of those buckets. So we've sifted through probably, how many would you say, 10 of those earlier today, and then we brought a couple more back to the campsite to do a bit more. Might as well make the most out of it. Hopefully the gem that will make us the $1 million is in there.
So these are our treasures. The stones in these bags we got in that from the Miners' Heritage fossicking.
Yeah, that was our first day of treasure hunting.
Yeah, in the bucket of wash we bought for $25. So these ones are the star sapphires. Yeah, so these are sapphires, and what we learned was they can come in lots of different colours, hey?
Yeah. The most common, I guess, would be the blue. I think the least common are the yellow and brown.
And so to check if they are a sapphire, I like to hold them up to the sun and see the light shining through. When she was checking, as you saw in the footage, she was putting them all over a torch just to see what kind they are. And then when we went treasure hunting ourselves, this was what we found just out in the wild.
Yeah, some of these are really cool.
No, this one's my favourite. It's a real deep bluey green, like an aquamarine colour. Yeah, look at it on the light.
Yeah, that's nice.
Here we are. It is 6:55 on a Saturday morning, and we are at a Parkrun location with all these people. Because what happened?
Oh, it was cancelled apparently 12 hours ago, but because we've got no phone reception where we're staying at the caravan park, we didn't know until we got here.
And you wouldn't know anyway unless you went onto their Facebook page, and they had a post up saying 1 day to go, and so we checked that and it was on, and then yeah, they would have announced at 6:30 last night. So
anyway, we're going to run it. We're going
Yeah.
to try and figure out where the course is and run it. So
it's
fine.
not going to count as an official park run, so it can't count towards our tally of park runs, unfortunately.
No.
But we still are doing a park run every single Saturday, no matter what. But here we are, showing up, doing it anyway.
So there we go.
We'll see if we can follow the course. We've looked it up. We think we know where it goes.
Roughly.
Yeah.
We'll just run 5Ks and see where we end up.
Yeah, so this is Hood's Lagoon. It's quite cute. That's a nice little windmill and bridge, and yeah, it's quite a nice location. So it'll be a nice run anyway. So that was Centenary, not a park run. We call it not a park run if you are ever running a park run at not a event.
Yeah.
But I was going to say not the right time or day of the event, but we were actually here on the right time and the right day. It just wasn't on.
Yeah, I think the not a park run started during COVID and they had to shut down all park runs. So anyone who wanted to run the park run can still do it, and you can still lodge it as a not a park run.
Yeah.
So it's a good idea. It's a shame this one wasn't on because there's only a couple of little puddles. They shut it down because of the weather and it was boggy and muddy, but like there were a couple of sections, a few little puddles. But it wasn't
And
too
we
bad.
don't know, that might, because you do have to divert onto a bit of a road. It's not, it's just an access road. But if something does happen, if someone injures themselves, they could be liable. So I do understand. It's just a shame for, it was 2 puddles, wasn't it, on the pathway?
It just must be the regulations here that state you just have to shut it down. Which, it's like I say, it's a shame, but at least we got to run it anyway. So
yeah, and there were a few others here running it at the same time, doing the same course, following the arrows. So I'm sure they would have been running the park run had it been on as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a nice course. We ran it as best as we could, having no directions or pre-race briefing. I don't think we did it exactly the right way, but we
tried
did
to follow the arrows as best as we could, but
we started here and we finished here at 5k.
exactly
So
5K. So
we worked it out. Bit of a double loop, a few laps of the same track.
Yeah.
Lots of memorial points along the way.
Yeah, well, it's around Hood's Lagoon, which we were going to come out and see anyway, so we've managed to go out and see Hood's Lagoon during the park run, which is great.
Yeah, some cool bird life around the lake.
Yeah.
It's good for bird watching here. Windmills, memorial points, yeah, lots of
Yeah,
things.
keeps it interesting.
Yeah, lots of flies. So we don't have our official times. It won't get lodged as a park run. It doesn't count to our tally towards our 50. But we still have done a park run today, and I would rate it. I'm trying not to be biased because it wasn't proper. I'd rate it a 7.5.
I'll give it a 7.
Here we are at the famous piano in a tree. This is it. This is one of the top things to see in Claremont.
Yeah, this is where it's all at.
Yep. So this is the history behind this. In 1916, in the flood, the piano was up 32 feet. And we'll show you the flood line in a minute. That's
another highlight
represented
of Claremont
on
as
a
well.
stump. Yeah. There you go. Piano in a tree. And this sign's seen better days. You can actually read it though.
Looks like a road map.
Yeah. Those were the main highlights of Claremont. If you're into history and the history of the area and the town, it's definitely a good stop for you. It's a cute little town. But for us, what drew us here was the Parkrun, which was not a park run. Yeah, there's not that much to do or see here for us. We're going to show you a bit about Teresa Creek Dam, which is the area in which we're camping for these 2 nights, because we think that's a really great area and a place to stay, really cheap and affordable. But yeah, the chimney, the piano and the stump, that's the highlights of Claremont. Sorry guys, we've just come to edit this part and we've realised that there is no sound, so something must have buggered up with our microphones. But here we are at the new destination after Sapphire. It's called Teresa Dam and it's just outside of Claremont.
Yeah, nice little spot, nice campsite. It's the first time actually since we've been on our trip that we've had to wear our jumpers. It's pretty chilly.
So as you can see, there's lots of space. You could pretty much choose wherever you wanted to set up, and it was really low cost. It was $15 a night to stay here, and we're just going for a little walk now to show you the surrounds. So what we're saying must have been really highly amusing and entertaining because we're cracking ourselves up here, but we're about to show you the dam. This is the highlight of the place down here, and even though it's an overcast day, you can see the potential of this place. It's a really lovely environment for kids to play in. There were people stand-up paddle boarding, going out on canoes and boats. A really lovely area.
But the best bit about this campsite is that at the reception area they've got a little cafe and they've got all these dining tables and chairs outside, and they do just the most amazing chips, absolutely delicious. So we went back for some more the next day. They were really, really good.
On next week's episode, our good luck has finally come to an end. We deal with weather events, hospitals, theft from a caravan park, and we have to move out of our van. But there are some really good bits as well. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we will catch you next week.